the dream.
Hello. I haven't posted in a few days because I wanted to have like a solid idea of what I wanted to like talk about or make a video about next time I record. Because I was going to, the next couple videos I was going to do was Xenoverse in terms of the story mode stuff, but for a while with the DLC, the story mode kind of follows the anime pretty closely. Like it doesn't differ much like the main campaign does. So I basically wanted to wait until a specific story mode bit that I thought was interesting compared to others. And so yeah, so that's going to be on the back burner for a bit until I get through that, because I'll probably just make shorts every time I complete like an arc, or there's a like section I could make like a montagey thing. I feel like that's a solid scenario to aim for. But yeah, the main topic of this video, basically I wanted to talk about like since I have got a Switch and I started getting games that I already have on Steam I already have on Steam on the Switch itself, or mainly one, Xenoverse, because it's a game I've played for like years, and like got when it came out on the PS4, then I got PC, and now on the Switch, and then on the first game I had it on PS3. So it's been a while with this franchise, and yeah, just I feel like there are just like benefits of in terms of like if Nintendo shuts down the like Switch online like the eShop at like years down the line, I'll still have access to the games that I have it physically, compared to like if Steam suddenly becomes unsuccessful or not the main thing and they can't keep their servers up. You never know what will happen to your games and things like that. So yeah, for things like that, it's convenient in terms of you don't have to worry about whether your game will still be available. There's also just the benefit of specifically on the Switch having like a game that you've played mainly on consoles and can only play when you're like in your house. Having like it be portable is pretty nice, like being able to play something that you've played mainly on a console or on a computer or PC. There's something cool about just having it be playable in your hand. And yeah, you can get a Steam Deck, but I feel like it's different in terms of, well, the Steam Deck is more expensive, but also just yeah, I've never owned a Steam Deck, so yeah, it'd probably be a similar feeling, but like the benchmark in terms of price makes it so for me it's not worth the like cool factor of playing something portably. Yeah, what else was I going to? Yeah, I guess on the inner terms of like Steam, because of how Steam tends to work in terms of when games have gone off the platform. Like I know personally when Rocket League went to Epic Games, they didn't. You could still play the game. You could still play Rocket League on Steam, and it would connect to the Epic Games servers. It privated it of Rocket League on the Steam store, so only people who would own the game had access to it. And I think they did the same thing for like Fall Guys when it went to Epic. And it went free to play. You got benefits for owning it on Steam, but also the only people who had access to it on Steam were people who'd bought it initially. But yeah, stuff like that where like even when stuff there's licensing stuff or things change, you can trust that Steam will like won't just like get rid of your purchase, but at the same time, not every, depending on it kind of depends on the game to some degree, and like whoever holds the license, depending how they do things. Because I know if you have like a PS4, there are plenty of games that have just like disappeared from the store and you can just not buy it again, whether the game's good or not. It's not exactly great if you like owned a game and you wanted to play it again. It kind of just feels like you wasted your money. Like I'm pretty sure like stuff like Minecraft Story Mode, the only way you could play it, I'm pretty sure, is like the Netflix version they have, and even then it's a subscription, so if you stop playing for Netflix you can't use it. So stuff like that where it feels weird that like you can only play it if you have the physical version of the game. Because yeah, you would expect it to happen when a new generation comes out. So like when PS4 came out, like your PS3 purchases and your discs, like you didn't transfer over. You couldn't just like put your PS3 disc in and just play, which was unfortunate. But yeah. Yeah. What else? I feel like I'm like forgetting what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I feel like ultimately it's just I think the main thing is just not worrying about what will happen to your games, because it's physical, so you can just, as long as you make sure to keep your like cartridge or disc or whatever it is safe, you're fine in terms of like future stuff. Because I at some point, I think I've spoken about it before, I want to get a PS3 and like and buy a bunch of old games I had on the PS3. I definitely think that's one thing I regret. No, I don't regret selling my PS4, but the PS3 I definitely regret selling, because it would be nice. Certain games just, even not necessarily like a nostalgia factor, just like I feel like it'd be fun to play them again, even if they're bad. Well, not even if they're bad, because I there were some things I would want to like redo or just like have a save at some point, even if the bad would imply the nostalgia thing. But yeah, stuff like Ultimate Tenkaichi, like Little Big Planet, having those on PS3, I thought, yeah, it would just be fun to have, and because I have it physically, I wouldn't need to worry about it disappearing, because those servers are not even alive anyway. But yeah, that's basically like the crux of what I wanted to talk about, just like having a games I've had on console, and having a physical versions of games I've played on like PC for ages. What first off definitely makes me want to buy other games I have on PC and can get on Switch, to just have them physically. But also I feel like I own them more, or well, not own them more, I just own them, rather than just like it feeling a bit more ethereal when you have them on Switch, not on Switch, Steam. Yeah, I don't know how to explain the feeling. It's just kind of just like, yeah, because you are buying it and it's a digital thing. Yeah, it's like how I doubt anyone has ever felt like they own their copy of Windows or like not copy of Windows, Word. Like no one feels like, oh, I this is my copy of Word. They just use it and don't really think about it. But that's something you know care less about preserving. You kind of just use it when you want to use it. So yeah, I hope that the more games get ported to the Switch when the Switch 2 comes out, because it's more powerful, so certain things can get ported over. I think it'd be good. Well, for me personally. Anyway, that's kind of all I have to say. Thanks for stopping by.